Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to take a look at the summon banners and basically which banner you should consider summoning on if you are looking at summoning with your World Tournament tickets. Now remember, there are two types of tickets that you obtain. You get the World Tournament tickets. These are specifically for the third banner that pertains only to units that are on the World Tournament category. They are a very specific type of unit, and you can summon this banner as you see please. There are certain LRs, the World Tournament LRs, only rock up on this banner. There is some incentive towards summoning on it, but generally this one is units that are a bit more niche, and so summoning on it is, I would say, usually up to your discretion. There are good units here. There are a lot of niche units that have very singular team usage. Obviously, you know, there are easy A's for these units. Int TN is a great unit. I think Strength Android 8 is not a bad niche unit as well. Yamcha is a new unit, so there is always an incentive to kind of pull on these banners, but I would never say that these are, you know, you don't have to choose between them. So you can just pull the trigger now, you can wait, maybe see a roster you like more, maybe there's a unit you missed that you want to pull. It's not imperative. The big decision is whether you use your Guaranteed SSR tickets on the general banner Guaranteed SSR units or the World Tournament prize units. Now this banner features general banner units. These units are available on any banner, Legendary, Dokkan Fest, Carnival, etc. They are general pool units. You can pick them up at any point in time. Sometimes they'll be featured in other banners, but generally speaking these are units you can pick up at any point. We'll start with Zamasu. He's honestly not terrible. Obviously, Future Saga Super Bosses has fallen off a tiny bit, but he's still a good unit. AGL Super Vegeta is also much the same. Both of them are great utility units. Zamasu's pretty good in the blue zone. You have Vegeta, who's really solid on Super Saiyans. Very nice there. Strength Boo is definitely a more niche pick, but he has his time to shine and definitely helps with a lot of the typing challenges, artificial life form challenges, Martian power challenges. He is good on the Martian power team. Yes, you have to be orb conscientious, but he honestly is not a bad pickup, especially for a strength unit. He's probably the only Martian power unit that fills that slot correctly, so he's not bad to pick up. Honestly, I've used him in a lot of content where it's artificial life forms or, you know, Martian power or anything like that. He works very well. Tia Khalifa is great after her easy aim. Always an absolute pain to any pure Saiyans enemy. She is even better after a easy A, and Universe 6 is pretty good once you get a couple dupes in them. So she's not a bad pickup. You know, Kefla, Strength Kefla is still very good. The rest of the team got a great easy A. I think there's good incentive there. Gotenks is a good utility unit, a little bit, I'd probably say, as an individual, not the craziest performer, but not bad. And then you get Vegeta Giant Ape, who's not too great anymore, fallen off the meta a little bit. And then obviously you also get the final unit, which is Frieza, who works in conjunction with Cell, but isn't, again, necessarily a top-notch pick. All in all, looking at this banner, I would say the first 4 units are probably honestly good pickups. I think Zamasu is still fine. I think Vegeta is very useful. I think Khalifa is definitely very useful. I think Strength Boo is also pretty solid. Not incredible, but not terrible again. So the first couple pickups are not too bad. I think then you have Gotenks, who's a good utility unit, but maybe doesn't shine as much individually. But with evasion and support, you know, there's always kind of space for a unit like Gotenks, even if sometimes it's a bit risky running him. Then you get the World Tournament prizes banner. Now, an important thing to know before you even come to this is that the first 2 units, Hit and Mighty Mask, are both available from the World Tournament missions. So both of these units are available as units that you can pick up from the World Tournament missions. So you don't have to summon on this banner specifically if you want to get copies of these 2 units. Now, I don't think either of them are bad. I think they both definitely have their usability. Strength Great Saiyaman 2 is a solid pickup unit. Again, a little bit more niche in terms of category, but isn't terrible as a unit. I don't think he's amazing, but I don't think he is bad either. I think he is kind of like a middle of the road World Tournament unit, bit of support, bit of decent performance, etc. Not pulling up trees, not necessarily burning them down either. He's that kind of guy. Cell is actually weirdly enough a great utility unit. Unfortunately, he suffers from the fact that his major categories just don't see him fit. Artificial life forms, he needs another cell to link with, and right now there's no cell that I would say truly benefits from this one existing. The Caulifla and the Kale are both actually really fun, nice pickups for Universe 6 that can fill a good gap. I used Int Caulifla in the Gogeta red zone, so that should kind of tell you to what level they are. They are actually really solid. A little bit of luck, of course, but generally speaking, I would say, especially Int Caulifla, is very, very good, especially if you have the Strength Kale, etc. And then finally, we have AGL Vegeta, who is, I would say, a pretty good first-star tank for Majin Buu Saga. He obviously does need a little bit of RNG, especially when it comes to the super attacks, but generally speaking, he's a good unit and provides a lot of utility. Overall, both banners are pretty good, but I would go for the Guaranteed SSR banner.